What is the number one sign your marriage is headed for divorce? After 13 years as a couples counselor, in my opinion, it's not constant fighting, it's not a lack of intimacy, and it's not even growing apart over time. Sure, all those things can hurt a marriage, but they're symptoms, not the root cause. I'm going to tell you what it is, why it is so misunderstood, and what to do if you feel it creeping in. It's uncommunicated expectations, the silent unspoken needs that go unmet for just far too long.
I know sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let the devil win. It's all cause of him. I lost a couple of my friends, but Yahweh made me a better man. Spitting bars for the kingdom, man. I can do it through Philippians. I can do all things through Christ. That's the reason that I'ma win. Yeah.
Hey man, say man, what it do, man? Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday, man. I'm your host, Just Nate, by the way, man. And in today's video, as you guys can see by the title and the thumbnail, man, we will be talking about marriages today, man. A lot of people that are married, man, they have problems in their marriages, man.
Stop playing with me. Danielle, don't fucking slap me. I'm not playing. Danielle, don't slap me. Oh, I'm sorry, baby. Don't slap me. I'm not playing with you.
And a lot of people aren't happy in their marriages, man, and they have struggles, man, and they don't get the help they need, man. A lot of people don't know when they should call it quits in their marriage, man.
No, I'm not the only married person with a secret at this table. Terry, have you told your wife how you got a DNA test on your daughter because you weren't sure that she was yours?
Mike, don't go telling secrets, man.
Oh, no. Come on, Marcus. Y'all talking about me? You put my secret out there. Let's put everybody's secret on the table, shall we? Diane, have you told your husband that you got your tubes tied after you had Kenya? Didn't tell him? That's what Sheila told me. I'm sorry, Terry, but your chances of having a boy, a little slim to none.
Mike, wait a minute. This has gone too far. You are getting really dangerous now. You need to stop
Gavin,
this.
since you guys are walking around here like the perfect couple, will you please inform your wife how you came crying at my house, asking how could she be so stupid and not strap your son in his car seat? What about that?
You are a low-down, dirty bastard.
Shut up!
No, you shut up.
Marcus, please, please tell this woman the truth. And I pray that it sets you free. I pray, brother. But I'm telling you, tell this woman how Terry had to give you a shot because you had VD. Let's talk about condoms now, shall we, Angela?
Oh, so you got VD?
Checkmate.
Who you been with?
Angela, let's discuss this in private.
No, you know what? It seems like you guys have been talking in private enough. How long have you had it?
A week.
Was it Keisha? Huh. No, you didn't get it from her. You got it from Walter.
What are you talking about? I ain't gay.
No, I slept with him. I got a shot. I was just waiting for you to say something. Boom.
A lot of people fear getting divorced, man. That's why you should really be careful and be patient and really think and plan that marriage thing out, man. Like, don't just jump into it, man, because you don't know what you're getting yourself involved in, man. But before we get into this video, get whatever you need, man, and we're gonna sit back, relax, and let's react.
These are the signs you need to leave her alone. When a woman can't take no accountability, that's a woman you cannot trust. If a woman knows she did something wrong, how she gonna blame you for what she did?
And vice versa.
She did it because she wanted to do it. You ain't had nothing to do with it. If she can't admit to that, what else she can't admit to? Number two, she don't want to show you no affection. How many times she gonna tell you no when you want something? When you want to cuddle with her, she don't want you to touch it. It makes you feel like somebody else touching you. I'm your man, I'm your woman. I should be able to touch you. So if you lose the connection with me, you connecting with somebody else. Number three, she's still hanging around friends that don't like you. If a friend don't like you, You don't think her friends will tell her to cheat and you will never know it? So I don't trust no woman that'll.
And for you friends that do stuff like that, man, y'all need to quit it, man, and stop starting drama, man. Don't try to be Dr. Phil in someone's relationship. You didn't go to college. You don't have the right education to do that, man. So stop causing people to break up and stop forcing people to break up, man. When they are happy, let them be happy. But if they're not happy, man, help them get the help that they need so they can get to the root and solve the problem. You don't always have the solution, man.
Much, man. I told you about them friends, you know. I told you about them friends. They're infiltrating you. They're infiltrating you. And that's the maddest thing. They're going out on their vacations, they're going on their madnesses, and you're trying to compare our thing to their thing. We are not like them.
Most of my friends are single, and the ones that are going on vacations, they're even in situationships. Me and you are in a whole relationship.
But that's the key thing. They're single.
Taking me there.
They're letting single people give you advice. So obviously they're gonna give you poor advice. They don't know.
Maybe they're single now, but they've had good relationships.
So why, if they've had good relationship, why are they not with them?
You don't know my friends. Maybe they don't want to be in a relationship.
So
I didn't. Here I am. Right. I look at the bigger picture, yeah, and I think about what my husband would do, and what, not even husband, scrap that, the father to my kids. And I don't feel like I can rely on you now with no kids. And this is the time that you should be gearing up to be prepared for our life together. And I feel like there is no us.
Like, I know you don't even mean that, but it's calm, innit?
Nah,
I know you don't.
I do.
I don't know what you've been going through.
This is what I mean. Like, you don't listen to me.
I do listen to you.
I feel like I've been saying this whole conversation that I kind of ain't feeling it anymore. And now I've just flat out said that we shouldn't be
Around the enemy. I don't care if it's family, friends, or co-workers, or classmates. Hell, both y'all could be plotting on me. So don't mess with a woman like that. Let her go for real before you get in trouble.
Before you get in trouble.
So I've been married and divorced 3 times. And if I could say one thing about my
3 times? 3? Oh, sis, you might be a problem, sis. I don't know. After the second time, I would have called it quits. I don't know. That's just me.
Experience. And I mean, you can take it or leave it. It's going to be this. Make sure that whoever
I can't say that, man. I can't say that.
You are dealing with, okay? Whether it's, somebody you're dating, long term, short term, your boyfriend, your girlfriend, or whatever. Make sure that wherever they are at that moment, and by that moment, I mean, if they don't lose any weight, if they don't get a better job, if they don't fix, the childhood trauma, if they got a cat and you don't like cats, wherever they are at that moment.
What a cat got to do with it, sis? Come on now.
If you cannot deal with that, if you're thinking about, oh, well, if they change this and they change that and, over time, then we'll grow to be, if they don't change a thing, is that somebody that you want to commit yourself to? See, what a lot of us, women especially, what we do is we connect ourselves to the potential that we feel a person has.
Is that true, women? Let me write that down in my notes.
And that potential doesn't always pan out. Sometimes we see something in somebody else that they don't necessarily get to realize or that they even see in themselves.
Okay.
But you gotta understand that you have to love people where they are. And if they're showing a bunch of red flags and a bunch of deal breakers now, you have to know that if you commit yourself to that person, you could potentially be dealing with that for the rest of your life if you're talking about marriage or long-term relationships. So ignore the potential. Just throw that shit away. Go ahead and take a look at where that person is right now. If that's somebody that you can see yourself with long-term until you leave this planet, then you commit to that person. But do not commit to somebody's potential, because that's not something that exists. It doesn't exist.
And that's what I be saying, man. Like, if you don't see yourself dying with that person, like, that's what I call marriage. Like, you want to get married because you want to spend the rest of your life with this person. No matter what this person go through, you willing to go through it with them. No matter what you go through, they willing to go through it with you.
I'm broke.
I don't care. Look at me. I don't care what the fuck we have to go through. I'm gonna go through it with you. We're gonna go through it together. I don't listen. If you gotta stay with me and find a job, we're gonna sit all night going through applications together. I will not let you fall. You understand me? I am never going to let you fall. I'm always going to have your back. I'm always going to make sure you have it. Look at me. You're not broke. If you can sit there and put food on the table, then you're fine. You got us. But I got us too. So I'm going to be here for you. Always.
If you ain't like that, then don't get married, man. Like, don't. It's not a game, man.
How you doing, Coach Tyrone here? I'm going to give you 5 signs that your relationship or your marriage is over. You ready? Number 1, you tried to work through your problems. You've been trying for years. You start over every month, possibly every week, or worse, every day. You tried it all, and it didn't work. You starting over, you settling, you start accepting and putting up with foolishness. You start believing lies when you say, hey, I'm gonna change, or he or she told you, I have changed, or I'm gonna start respecting you. And they showed you better than they can tell you that didn't happen. You're wasting your time. Number 2, you feel lonely in their company. Oh, you know how common this is? There are a lot of people out there right now who are with their person, and possibly you. You could be sitting next to them and you feel lonely. You are in a marriage and you feel single. You're in a relationship and you feel single. Anytime you're going out with them, it becomes a job or a chore. The thrill is gone. The peace is gone. You should be good. You should be too, should I say. Number 3, you really don't talk. Y'all don't talk about nothing. He stopped talking. You stopped talking. You can't talk without fighting. You can't talk without confronting each other. You don't have peaceful conversations. You walk by each other like y'all roommates or you don't even exist. When there's no peace, there's no God. There's confrontation and confusion.
Yeah, at that point, y'all strangers. Like, man, y'all get away from that.
Number 4, you don't miss them when they're not around. Oh boy. When you don't miss a person.
You don't miss them? Oh, that's crazy.
When they're not around you, that's a guaranteed sign that y'all are done. This person could be gone for a week and you don't even know it. I mean, I know that sounds crazy, but it's real. This person could be gone all day.
If somebody gone for a week and you don't miss them and y'all married, something not right, man.
You don't check on them. You could be gone all day. They don't check on you. As a matter of fact, you have more peace when they're not around you. What does that show you? That person is a distraction. If I have more peace in my life and I have a peaceful day that you're at work and I'm looking forward to you going to work and I don't miss you, it's time for me to be away from you. And number 5.
No, for real. Like, man, if you married, man, you should be happy. You should be fiending to get off of work to go home to be next to your wife, man, or your husband, man. Like,
these memories will stay with me.
That's how much y'all should be wanting to be around each other. I feel like that's my opinion. Some people can disagree, and it's okay.
You prioritize other people. Oh boy, this is major. You start putting other people over your person start putting other people over you, including themselves. I'm gonna prioritize me before it's the we. Ain't no more we. It's all me. I'm gonna do whatever I wanna do. You can do whatever you wanna do. I'm not gonna leave you. You're not gonna leave me because we got a soul tie and we're settling. But I'm gonna make my prioritization be somewhere else.
And that's not where you want to be. That's not a good place because now y'all draining each other energy. Energy that y'all don't even have to be draining from each other when y'all can just release from each other to save yourself the struggles.
The Bible clearly tells you that a house divided against itself shall fall. This is division. You're not supposed to be in a divided relationship or in a divided marriage. You're wasting clear time. So if your relationship is over, this breakup will be your breakthrough. Receive this. Comment below. I want to know if you're dealing with this in the comment section. And make sure you like and you subscribe to this. All right. God bless you. Go in peace. This is not for you. Have a good day. Bye.
Nah, for real, man. Like as the Bible say, man, when you get married, man, you and your wife become one. Y'all one flesh. So if y'all feel separated, it's already like it's not gonna work.
What is the number one sign your marriage is headed for divorce? After 13 years as a couples counselor, in my opinion, it's not constant fighting, it's not a lack of intimacy, and it's not even growing apart over time. Sure, all those things can hurt a marriage, but they're symptoms, not the root cause. I'm going to tell you what it is, why it is so misunderstood, and what to do if you feel it creeping in. It's uncommunicated expectations, the silent unspoken needs that go unmet for just far too long. Marriages don't fall apart because of dramatic betrayals alone. They break because they stop communicating what they expect from each other. One partner believes they should know what I need by now. The other assumes everything's fine. Emotional distance keeps growing until two people start living parallel lives under the same roof. A major warning sign is when conversations become purely transactional. The laughter fades and couples stop sharing their hopes, their frustrations, and their dreams. So, what can you do? You speak the hard truth out loud. You say, I feel like we've stopped talking about what we really want from each other. You respond with curiosity instead of defensiveness, and you ask your partner, what do you need from me that I'm not seeing?
And that goes back to the communication thing. You gotta communicate. Y'all gotta be able to talk through the problems to find a solution. If y'all can't talk, it will never work.
The solution to saving a marriage is not avoiding conflict. The real solution is staying committed to honest dialogue on purpose.
Let your fucking wife go right now. She don't want to be with you no more. A lot of you married dudes out there think because y'all spent 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, 7 years, 20 years together that you can beg, plead, and chase your motherfucking wife back into your life. Fellas, you got to realize, brother, that she didn't just think about this shit overnight. She's been thinking about this shit for the last 6 months, 7 months, 10 months, 2 years, 1 year, however fucking long it may be. But when she came out and blindsided you with the divorce, you better believe this wasn't some shit that she thought about yesterday. She been thinking about this shit for a long fucking time. She done watched that damn TikTok. She done watched that damn social media. She done listened to her friends. She done consulted with the lawyer. She done planned this whole thing for a long time, but you just couldn't fucking see it. So you stuck in this position to where you sick, you shocked, you hurt, you don't know what the fuck going on. She blindsided you, and you fucking sick and you don't know what to do. All I can tell you is, fellas, that begging, pleading, chasing, saying, baby, I change and all that bullshit is not gonna fucking work. The bitch is gone. I know you don't want to hear it, but it's the truth. She no longer wants to be with you no more. So instead, you got to suck that hurt up. You got to feel that hurt. It's okay to lay in bed for a couple days. It's okay to be sad. It's okay to be sick about losing your wife, because I'm sure that you loved your wife. But you cannot allow yourself to stay in this cycle to where you fucked up and you chasing this woman. Instead, use this as unlimited fuel, motivation, inspiration to become a man that you didn't even know that you can become. You done got lazy during the marriage. You done got fat during the marriage. You ain't been working on yourself. You gave up on your dreams, all because you were so focused on being a good fucking husband that you forgot to be a good fucking man first. So take all of this shit, let go of your motherfucking wife, push her away, let her go be whatever the fuck she want to be, let her go suck on whoever she need to suck on, and move on with your goddamn life and become better. Love your kids if you got kids, respect her as your child's mother, but that husband-wife shit is fucking over. And if you need help letting go, you're going through a divorce, you lost, you don't know who you turn to, I'm a coach. I help guys like you get over it. I help you restore your masculinity, find your voice again, and stop being a motherfucking bitch. Send me a DM. I'm going to help you out. We could potentially get on a one-on-one call. It ain't free, but I promise you can afford it. Hit my DM.
Well, he obviously got some experience, y'all. So if you got your
Like
heart
I feel
broke,
like in a marriage, you got to put a bare minimum time limit on turmoil that you have to go through before you can just give
up,
divorce.
throw in the towel.
Yeah. Like it can't be like, oh man, this is a rough 3 months. Like let's just go ahead and end it. Nah.
For sure. I do believe in a certain minimum of time, minimum commitment.
But what's that? What is that
3 months
minimum?
is wait. 3 months is like 3 weeks, you know? So I would say, man, 2 years. As adults, 2 years seem long.
It's really not fast. It's really not.
Adults.
Yep. 2 years of being miserable. That's like
That's an eternity.
Here are the 3 reasons I divorced my wife. Number 1, when I informed her that our neighbor died, she said, "Who, Ray?" Not appropriate to cheer at that moment. Number 2, when I told her my favorite month was coming up, she said, "Why'd you lie?" I didn't. Number 3 is when my dad passed away. He was at the hospital. I couldn't make it before his death. And when I got there, she told me that the doctor said that my dad was pronounced dead. There's no way I've been mispronouncing it my entire life. But she kept defending the doctor. And you know what, to be fair, I should have known. The first time I asked her out, I was like, "You want to grab some drinks?" And she said, "How about 10 tomorrow?" That's way too many.
I'm lost. That was messed up. I'm lost.
Let me tell y'all about how I knew it was probably time for a divorce. So it started one morning about 4 or 5 months ago. So y'all, this is fresh. This is still pretty new.
You know, so new.
I was still in my bed and my husband was in the shower. I'm sleeping good. And of course, his alarm starts going off. When I went to go turn it off, I saw something very interesting. So you know how on iPhones and Androids, like you can see the last media played on your phone and it kind of scrolls across the screen? Well, when I picked up his phone to go turn the alarm off, the last media that was played was corn. Not corn, y'all know what I mean. Not to get mad right away. I mean, I'm not a prude. I watch corn from time to time.
Yeah,
but it was the
mostly
timing.
everybody do.
It was
Yeah.
7 in the morning, right before work.
Not saying y'all should. It's not good. That's draining your energy too, man. Cut the porn sites off. The corn sites off, yo. Y'all gotta cut them off, yo, for real, man.
And it was just sitting there on his screen like it was the fucking weather app. The reason this bothered me is because a couple years back, he had an emotional affair that apparently...
If you look at a girl with lust, if you look at a man with lust, you already committed adultery. So if you married and you watching porn, you committing adultery, boy.
He had carried on for like a year. And one of the things that he blamed it on back then was a corn addiction. So seeing this on his phone felt very familiar, let's just say. So I texted him. Probably not the best way to deal with this, but I wanted to name what I saw and give him a chance to be honest. So I told him, I said, I wasn't snooping. I just was turning off your alarm. Is there anything that I should know? This is what I asked him. So this Negro immediately calls me and he's like, "Well, I wasn't expecting you to see this." And I was like, "Well, shit, I wasn't expecting to see it either. Is there anything going on?" He's dodging me. He ducking, dodging, not trying to answer the question. Finally, after the 3rd time I asked, he finally said it. He'd been thinking about polyamory. Y'all didn't see it going there, now did you? Now listen, polyamory wasn't even new to us. Not that we participated in it, but I had casually brought it up to him over like a decade ago. Like it was one of those maybe in 10 years conversations. But this Negro never let it go. And here we were. So at first, I was devastated. I'm going to be honest. But I was also so broken at that point in our relationship that I actually tried to entertain it, y'all. I started texting him rules and boundaries and shit. Like I was prepping for it. But eventually, I got quiet and I realized that I don't want this. I can't do this. And I told him that, and he seemed fine with it. That night, he came home, and we barely spoke to each other. But let me tell y'all what I did. I sat on the couch. I opened up my laptop, pulled up a Google Doc, and I literally sat there for a couple of hours and wrote out everything. 16 years of history, the good, the bad, the numb, and then I dropped all that shit into ChatGPT. And I asked ChatGPT, does this man love me?
Oh man, ChatGPT. I asked ChatGPT everything. If you know, you know.
And ChatGPT did the equivalent of a long sigh. And it laid out all the facts and said, from what you're describing, it does not sound like love. Y'all, let me tell you, I physically threw up and I didn't need ChatGPT to tell me this. I was there, but just to see it on paper, that shit rocked me.
That's crazy, man. ChatGPT is ruining marriages, man.
I went to him and I asked, "Why do you love me?" And his answer, "You take care of me and you take care of the kids." And let me tell y'all, y'all are probably like, girl, he had been honestly saying this for years when I would ask him. We'd been together for 16 years. So, of course, I'd asked him this question before. But this time, something broke. Or maybe something finally clicked. I don't know. It was like a movie scene, y'all. It was like a movie was playing in my head, scene after scene, shooting in my head. All the moments I had brushed off, all the times I told myself, that's just how he is. It felt like I was watching like my own relationship on a screen, and suddenly I could not unsee it. I saw the emotional distance I had been excusing for years, the way I had been filling in the gaps, doing the heavy lifting to just keep us connected while he stayed absent. I realized I had been building the bridge both ways and calling it love. And in that moment, I finally saw it clearly. This wasn't just about him being broken. I was broken too. I had been so busy trying to carry the weight for both of us that I had just ignored how empty it left me. So from that moment on, we have lived in separate rooms. We were lucky and blessed enough to have a separate space for him to go. And at first, I thought that the space might spark some clarity. I thought maybe if I stepped back, he'd step forward and fill in the gap. But what I've gotten instead was mostly silence, avoidance, and distance. And that's when I realized this isn't the beginning of healing for our marriage. This is the beginning of the end of it. But here's the thing though, I don't share this for pity, and I'm not trying to bash him. It's just the truth, my truth. I share it because I know so many women are sitting in that same quiet confusion, just wondering if they're crazy for feeling unloved while just holding everything together. You're not crazy. You're not weak. And you damn sure aren't alone. So let me ask you this. Have you ever had that one moment where everything just clicked and you knew the relationship you were in wasn't built to last? This was my story.
What about us?
If you are an unhappily married woman who secretly contemplates divorce, this video is for you. And if you're not an unhappily married woman who contemplates divorce, I need you to watch it anyways. Maybe this will help you in the future, or maybe you know someone who needs to see this video and who you can share it with. Today would be my wedding anniversary, but instead I have been divorced for 6 years. I am the biggest fan of divorce. Can't advocate enough for it, and so I wanted to share some things with you that might be happening that are signs that it is time to get divorced.
The biggest fan is crazy.
I once asked an older former coworker of mine who had been divorced how I would know it was time to get divorced, and she told me that when you're asking people how to know when it's time to get divorced, then it's time to get divorced. And so that's the first one. If you are asking people when to get divorced, it's time. But here are some other signs that it's time as well. Let's start with the one that I hope is the most obvious. If your husband or spouse, partner, whatever, is abusive in any way, shape, or form, there are like 9 different types of abuse: financial, physical, mental, all of that. If they are abusive in any category,
Get up out of there. Don't be in that. Don't let nobody put their hands on you. Don't be in a domestic violence relationship.
it's time to get divorced. Aside from that, if you are Googling divorce laws in your state, it's time to get divorced. If you find yourself wishing that they would just randomly die, time to get divorced.
Crazy, yeah, definitely.
If you are lying to your friends and family about how they treat you so that they aren't hated, time to get divorced. If you question whether you're the problem, then it's time to get divorced. If you find yourself saying he's not always like this or they're not always like this, time to get divorced. If you find yourself pretending to be asleep so that you can avoid them, time to get divorced. If you have any signs of PTSD or anxiety, wondering when they come back, if you're hearing footsteps and you wonder if it's them, if you are, hearing a car drive by and you wondering if it's them, time to get divorced. If you just know
at that point, yeah,
your life will be exponentially easier and lighter and more enjoyable without them, then it's time to get divorced. And if you're staying because you're afraid of the logistics of getting divorced, if that sounds overwhelming to you, then it's time to get divorced. If you have stopped dreaming and you're saddened by the idea that your life may forever be the way that it is right now and things may never change, then it's time to get divorced. Now, if you've made it this far, thank you for watching. And if you're divorced, go ahead and drop some others in the comments to help a girl out. And if you're thinking about getting divorced, just go do it. But before you go do it, go talk to every single lawyer, even the most expensive ones, even the ones you can't afford, just so that your spouse can't use them. So, I hope this helped.
Man, divorce court seems like it's gonna be crowded, man.
If you're watching this, you're probably already asking yourself, is it time to file for divorce? So let's get real. Here are 5 signs it's time to stop waiting and start preparing. Number 1, you feel more like roommates than partners. The love, the intimacy, the connection, it's out the window. It's gone. And no amount of trying seems to bring it back. Number 2, every conversation turns into a fight. If simple discussions spiral into arguments or worse, you're walking on eggshells just to keep the peace in the home, that's a sign the relationship is breaking down. Number 3, you've checked out emotionally. Even if you feel numb, detached, or even relieved at the thought of leaving, your heart has already left the marriage. Unfortunate, but true. Number 4, you're staying for the kids or out of guilt. Here's the truth. The kids pick up on your unhappiness, and staying in a toxic situation can do more harm than good.
So, y'all, this is true right here, y'all. Being in a toxic relationship can absolutely destroy your children. And of course, if you're new here, I'm a clinically diagnosed narcissist. I talked to a lot of people, thousands of people over the last few years. And I talked to so many people who say I stayed because of the kids, but I'm truly unhappy. I've been abused. I'm sad as hell all the time, but I'm staying to keep the family together. So my children have a 2-parent household. A 2-parent household where the parents hate each other is toxic, y'all, and the kids can tell. Kids that grow up in toxicity, that's what they become accustomed to. So imagine you staying in a toxic relationship because of your kids, and your kids growing up and mirroring your relationship, mirroring the yelling, the screaming, the mental, physical abuse that goes on because they think that's normal. So, hey, this is what I grew up with. This is exactly how my mom was. This is exactly how my dad was. So this is what I'm used to. I talk to so many adults right now that grew up in toxic households that wished one of their parents would have left. Some people stay for the kids, and a lot of other people leave for the kids.
Yep. So, yeah, you gotta think, man. Y'all be hurting the kids.
Number 5, you're constantly wondering if you should leave. If the thought keeps coming back, that's your sign. You're already out of the door. Your gut already knows. It's just waiting for you to act. So here's how to prepare. You get your finances in order. You know what's in your name. You know what's shared, and you know what you'll need. You gather important documents. Don't wait until everything's blown up and it's messy. Get organized right now. Consult with an attorney. Even if you're not 100% sure, knowing your rights will help you make an informed decision and protect you in the long run. If any of this sounds familiar, it's time to stop second guessing yourself and speak to a lawyer. Start taking control. Click the link in my bio to schedule a discovery call with my team today. You deserve clarity, and I'm here to help you get it.
Yeah, man. If you in a toxic relationship, if you in a relationship where you don't feel happy, if you ain't feeling honored in your relationship or whatever, man, you having domestic problems, whatever, man. If you unhappy, man, make sure you planning and you get to know the laws and everything, man, because you don't want to end up divorced and, man, you lost everything and now you at square one, man, and you looking up like, how did this happen? You don't want to have a sad awakening, man. So get the therapy or whatever you need, man, to find a problem and find out what the problem is and then get the right information so you can find a solution, man. If you enjoyed this video, give this video a thumbs up, man. Enjoy y'all Wednesday, man. God bless, man. Remember, stay safe out here, man. We out.
No, I'm not the only married person with a secret at this table. Terry, have you told your wife how you got a DNA test on your daughter because you weren't sure that she was yours?
Mike, don't go telling secrets, man.
Oh, no. Come on, Marcus. Y'all talking about me? You put my secret out there. Let's put everybody's secret on the table, shall we? Dan, Have you told your husband that you got your tubes tied after you had Kenya? Didn't tell him? That's what Sheila told me. I'm sorry, Terry, but your chances of having a boy, a little slim to none.
Mike.
I know sometimes you get frustrated, but you can't let the devil win. It's all cause of him.